Hey, the AC is broken. What's up? It's your culture detective here investigating your favorite movies. And today I'm going to be doing a quick, high speed movie review on the classic that is Amadeus, released in 1984. So, Amadeus is a film directed by Milos Forman, the same guy who directed One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, released in 1975. I watched that film about a year ago and I really enjoyed it. It is a really grounded, naturalistic, realist film where Jack Nicholson stars mental health patient in a mental health hospital asylum, and it is an incredibly tragic slow burn that really leaves a scar in your mind. So, of course, I was really excited to see the even more critically acclaimed, the Oscar hoarding. I believe this won Best Picture. I forgot if it did. I think it did win Best Picture. But anyways, still extremely critically acclaimed, Amadeus. And of course, I watched it at the Academy Museum. I watched it like 5 days ago, actually 6 days ago, at the Academy Museum, and this is the second time I've been to the Academy Museum. The first time I went there was to watch The Last Emperor, also released in the mid 1980s, and this time I went to a different theater inside the Academy Museum, and it is amazing. It is a very beautiful looking theater, and it's crazy that the Academy Museum is running all of these movie screening programs, because in October they're screening Yi, they're screening Y Tu Mama Tambien, they're screening Pink Flamingo, they're screening an Ozu series of films. Yes, on September 8th I'm going back to watch an Ozu film, Floating Weeds, so I'm very excited for that. But anyways, I digress. I'm getting carried away because all this movie goodness is getting to me. Anyways, Amadeus is a story about Amadeus Wolfgang Mozart, one of the most important and well known musical composers of all times. And this may come off like a biopic, but really is not a biopic at all. This is historical fiction. This movie is about the main character, Antonio Salieri, and his rivalry with Mozart. So it's Salieri and Mozart basically fighting each other, but it's very much a one-sided fight. Salieri is jealous of Mozart and constantly tries to sabotage him, and Mozart doesn't even know that. And that didn't happen in real life. That is not historically accurate at all. But this movie is actually based off of a play of the same name, which is based off of a late 19th century short play from Russia. So yeah, the writing of this really took creative liberty and make good use of the fact that it's fiction. And I really like that. I really like writers who really take history and just give it their own spin, give it their own interpretation, and make something completely new from it. Because the goal of Amadeus is not to recreate history and recreate real life. Why is it so noisy outside? Okay, they're playing music. Well, that's okay. Anyways, yeah, the goal is not that, and it's amazing. It's awesome. I want to do something like that too in the future. But anyways, what's for sure is the production design of this film is lavishing, pompous, and extravagant, and it looks absolutely fantastic. One of the best examples of production design I've seen. The performances are really good as well. We have Salieri, played by F. Murray Abraham, who gives one of the best performances I've seen ever. Really great. And Thomas Holst as Wolfgang Mozart is amazing as well, especially the laugh that he does. He got him from the hyena farm. Yeah, the performances are amazing. And what I love about this movie is that it doesn't do these aha moments. Just like how in Bohemian Rhapsody, when the members of Queen goes, "Oh my god, it's We Will Rock You." Or even in Oppenheimer, when, Florence Pugh was showing the book to Cillian Murphy, and Cillian Murphy was like, "I'm the destroyer of worlds." It's just one of those aha moments. In Amadeus, there are aha moments, but they're not done in such a deliberate and on the nose way. They're done in a way that actually really makes sense. And again, the story focuses on the rivalry between Salieri and Mozart. It's not about Mozart himself, despite being called Amadeus. Now, another great thing is the makeup. The old age makeup of F. Murray Abraham, really, really convincing, unbelievable given that it is made in 1984. And I also really love the scenes where we get to learn about musical composition and music theory. There's a scene where it's one of the first moments when Salieri met Mozart, and he saw Mozart's musical note sheet, and he's reading it and he's describing it in present day. Oh, and then a clarinet carries it away, and then a high note of oboe, and then as he describes the music, it actually plays that music in the back, illustrating what exactly he's talking about. And then in the climax of the film, we have Salieri writing Lacrimosa with Mozart, and when Mozart was like, no wait, now we have the real fire, the violins, we actually hear violins in the back, and then we have the choir vocals, and then we only hear the choir vocals, and then once the note sheet was finished, we hear the whole thing put together, arranged, and we actually learn something about musical composition by watching this movie, and that's really freaking cool. And yeah, I just think this is a really great story about rivalry. There are not enough movies about rivalry out there. I mean, another great one would be The Prestige by Nolan. That's really cool. And I also like that this movie is about being mediocre, because I'm sure a lot of artists, including me, also have a great fair share of experience at being mediocre. So there's that. Fuck this. All right, so yeah, Amadeus. It's a really good movie. It's one of the best biopics I've ever seen. It didn't blow my mind or anything, but it's just incredibly well made. It's really well structured. It's not cheesy at all, and I'm giving Amadeus a light to decent 9 out of 10. So, have you watched Amadeus? Comments below. Let me know. Subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.